The Pets Dog Foundation has been supporting Assistance Dogs Australia for 10 years. So today I visited their Allied Health Centre in Waterfall, New South Wales to learn about an exciting new project from their Chief Operating Officer, Sarah Emery.
Assistance Dogs Australia, or ADA for short, places assistance dogs and provides therapy services for people who have physical disability, young adults and children with autism, people with post-traumatic stress, and a range of facility-based programs, including our education program where dogs go in schools to support different learning needs. We rely solely on the generosity of organisations like the Foundation, who have supported us raise and place many assistance dogs over the last 10 years. Bruce is currently sponsored by the Foundation and he's almost at the end of his training journey, ready to become an accredited assistance dog.
And they're also supporting another new project of yours.
Yes, which is very exciting. So one of the services that we offer here at Assistance Dogs Australia is occupational therapy. And our clients who access that service have a range of different physical, sensory and cognitive challenges. And we're really excited to be creating the sensory garden with the support of the Foundation. It will enable our clients to access a variety of different sights, smells and textures outside. They're able to observe and engage and interact with the therapist and the dog. It builds that commonality quite quickly, and really it engages the client to understand and give them clues about how the therapist might engage with them.
Okay.
So encouraging the dog after they make a mistake, co-regulating with the dog, and our sensory garden will allow them to access that service with the different sights, smells and textures that the sensory garden will provide.
Oh,
right with a therapy dog by their side.
Oh, lovely.
Having an assistance dog by his side has been life-changing for Jason, as well as for his family, who I also met on my visit today.
Amanda, how has Assistance Dogs helped you and Jason and the rest of your family?
Assistance Dogs Australia has actually been so amazing. From the very first time that Jason started with their occupational therapy with an assisted dog in the sessions, he just thrived.
And how has it changed Jason's life in particular?
Having Hannah with Jason, she's been placed with Jason for about 2.5 years now, has just made his life so much more easier to get through day to day. Just with every day-to-day routines and keeping Jason on task and calm and controlling his sensory regulation. He's actually able to get out and about and actually stay focused and not actually have the problems that he was experiencing with the outside world being so overwhelming.
And how does being out in the garden make a difference, particularly with Hannah by his side?
Being out in the garden is our favourite place to be. It is the most amazing place to be out, where you can just get out of your busy head and just breathe. Just the fact that he's able to make his own choices, learn that things do take time to grow, and that being in the right environment really is how you thrive.
There is nothing better than being out in the garden with a four-legged friend by your side. To learn more about the Pets Dog Foundation's support of Assistance Dogs Australia, visit their website.
Now, I've just got to figure out how I get this little one on the plane with me. Let's go. If you have a multi-pet household like me and you think your cat will be safe from fleas because it's kept exclusively indoors, think again. Although dogs and cats usually get fleas from picking up newly hatched eggs from a contaminated environment, adult fleas can jump from one animal to another, setting up an infestation. Fleas aren't species specific either, meaning fleas from dogs can infest cats and vice versa. And in fact, did you know that the most common flea affecting dogs is actually called the cat flea? Not only can fleas cause itching, scratching and skin irritation in pets, causing discomfort and secondary skin infestations, they can do the same to us. Plus, they can carry and transmit diseases such as tapeworm, and they play a role in spreading the bacteria responsible for cat scratch disease. So they do pose a human health risk. Because fleas reproduce and spread so quickly, prevention is definitely better than cure. A telltale sign, besides seeing a flea itself, is the pepper-like stuff, which is actually flea poo that you might find at the base of the tail. The adult fleas you see are just the tip of the iceberg though. At only 5% of the population, the remainder are in the environment in juvenile stages. Fleas can lay around 50 eggs per day, with an adult flea producing more than 2,000 eggs in her lifetime. She's pretty busy. The eggs hatch and the tiny larvae burrow into the carpets, under the furniture, in your pet's bed or around the soil before lying dormant for up to a year. As you can imagine, breaking the cycle is very challenging. Eradication includes treating pets with a highly effective flea control product like NexGard Spectra. You also have to vacuum and wash everything your pets have come into contact with at the highest heat setting and potentially treat your house with insecticides. This breaks the cycle, hey. But until all the eggs in the environment have been removed or hatched, the fleas will just keep coming back. So it can take months. So to avoid the hard work and health issues associated with a flea infestation in your home, ensure your pet's parasite protection is up to date. Look for NexGard Spectra at your local pet specialty store or online. What do you think? You been listening?
Many dogs and cats, particularly as they age, suffer from joint injuries. Mel, what are some of the most common issues that you see?
By far it would be cruciate ligament rupture, and then you've got patellar luxation. You've got elbow and hip dysplasia, intervertebral disc disease, and then as they age, we've got osteoarthritis.
Besides injury and age, what are some of the other factors?
Well, genetics is number one. You're born with the tendency to have that malformation or that predisposition. And then you add on compounding factors like obesity, poor nutrition, and the wrong type of exercise or activity for that breed or age, and you've got the injury.
And so what are some of the treatments used by vets?
If there's acute pain, then we want to get rid of that. So we're going to use non-steroidals or opioids or gabapentin. You might also need surgery if the joint is very unstable. And then on top of that, you want to rehabilitate the joint.
Yes, physical. Massage. Darcy loves his massage.
So loosening off those muscles with acupuncture and laser and then hydrotherapy to build muscle tone helps immensely, as well as your natural supplements.
Now, inflammation can have a really big impact as well, caused by stress. So supplements are a great way, obviously managing stress, number one. But secondly, there's a lot of supplements these days that can really help inflammation and support joint health overall.
There is. The specific one that we all know is glucosamine. And then you have green lip mussel, which has some anti-inflammatory properties. And then, of course, adding on to that, we've got curcumin. And then you've got CBD, good quality vet-prescribed CBD oil. MSM, which is actually methyl sulfonyl methane.
Okay, so that's a sulphur compound for those of you that had no idea what she said.
It's good research. And that's actually in plants and animals, so it's a natural product, but it's important for keratin and collagen production, so skin and joints.
Then we've got the hyaluronic acid.
Yes, that's another natural product, which people might not know. It's not only in the anti-aging products that we buy, but it's also in our joints, in the lubricating joint fluid and in the shock absorber cartilage.
Yeah.
And it's an anti-inflammatory in the body as well.
Okay, so besides the supplements, what are some of your top tips to help reduce pressure on their joints in the first place?
Well, we don't want to do the wrong activity.
Yeah.
We don't want to be overweight. We want to be fit. And we want to be eating a good, complete, balanced diet.
Yes.
And minimising stress, because we know that otherwise you go into this pro-inflammatory state. Of course, all these supplements can boost that effect.
Lovely. Thanks, Mel.
No worries, Lara.
I think you've got most of these in your diet, Darcy, but just no more ball throwing.
Top dog owner.
Yeah.
To learn more about the EAC Animal Care Nutraceuticals range, visit their website.
While a long coat can help keep dogs warm in the cold, it's important to keep on top of their grooming needs during the winter for their health and comfort. Let's hear from pet stock groomer Kelsey with her top winter grooming tips.
Regular brushing is always important, and even more so when their hair is left a bit longer. It not only removes loose hair and dirt, which accumulates quickly during the winter, but it helps to prevent matting, which is not only painful for dogs, but it can lead to skin irritations and infections. Some good brushes to use to help keep those knots and mats at bay in the longer coats include the DGG detangling brush, comb and slicker brush and serrated dematting tool, which is especially good for dogs with double coats. Wet fur becomes matted easily, so regular brushing will help with this, and always dry them when they get wet to avoid chills. Dog skin and paws can also become cracked in the winter, so apply a paw balm to hydrate them and use a natural moisturising shampoo that is pH balanced for dogs if you need to give them a bath. The DGG bamboo wipes are great for wiping away dirt and debris in between washes and to use on those muddy paws after a walk. Make sure you regularly check and dry your dog's ears to avoid ear infections and keep your dog's nails trimmed all year round. Even in winter, it is important to keep up with their regular professional grooms to avoid their grooming routine becoming unmanageable.
You can find the DGG grooming range at your local pet specialty store or Petstock and online.
As a Petstock Rewards member, if you purchase any participating brand of premium dog or cat food, including Big Dog, they'll give you 15% brand cashback to use the next time you shop for the same brand, even if it's on promotion. T's and C's apply. Visit the website for details.
Police Dog Squad, show me your hands, get on the ground or I'll send my dog. Last chance, move or I'll send my dog. On the ground, last chance, rouse. Good dog. On the ground, on your stomach. Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach. Now, on your stomach.
Everyday police are putting their lives at risk to protect the community. But we often forget about the four-legged officers whose natural instincts and tracking abilities protect us in a way that no one else can. Today, I'm going to find out what it takes to become a member of the Queensland Police Dog Squad.
So Andy, tell us about the different breeds that you use here.
Yeah, so across the squad we use like numerous different breeds. Usually for general purpose dogs we use German Shepherds, Belgian Malinois and Dutch Shepherds. And then across detection we still use some of the German Shepherds. We do have a Belgian Malinois that we're currently using at the moment, Labradors, Springer Spaniels, and this is a mix of a Springer Spaniel and a Labrador. So this is Kevin and I call him a Springador. For the drug detection or the detection side of things, the dogs, we get them at a really early age. And we use a marker system and operant conditioning to get the dogs to basically reward them on their desired behaviours that we're seeking within the squad. So we're taking, really bold dogs, we're promoting a really good search in the dogs. And then we shape certain behaviours that we want for our fit for purpose for what we want them for.
So what kind of skills do they need to become a police dog?
For the detection dogs, the biggest thing we're looking for is really strong environmental skills. So we want them to be able to get up on all types of surfaces, walk across different surfaces, be really bold, outgoing dogs. We want them to have a really high drive. We want them to have that drive to hunt, even though they're not hunting people like the general purpose dogs or animals. We want them to be hunting for their target odour. So, they're pretty much the attributes that we're looking for a really strong police dog from the detection point of view.
And a good nose, obviously.
And a good nose, obviously, odour recognition obviously is really important.
And they obviously need to be kept fit, strong and healthy. Yes, you and the top of their game. What do you feed them?
So the puppies are fed a mixture of raw and some dry food. But generally after 12 months of age, we're feeding them just raw food, raw diet.
And so what happens to those that don't quite make it, or also when you retire?
Okay, so obviously we do have some dogs that unfortunately don't make it. It's a fairly small number that go through our program. For those dogs, doesn't necessarily mean they're bad dogs. They probably just don't have the attributes to become a successful police dog. We have a really long list of people who want to home those dogs. So we go out and we assess those homes and make sure they're suitable for the dog that will be getting homed there. For the dogs that retire, generally speaking, the handlers will keep their own dog that they retire with. We obviously form a really special bond with the dogs over time. So they live with us at home on a day-to-day basis. So it's just sort of a natural progression that they stay in our homes and then live a good life in retirement.
Oh, very nice. All right, well, we're going to let you go have a break because you're obviously tired. Thanks, Andy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kev.
If you want to keep your dog at the top of their game, visit the Big Dog website.
Walking your dog every day is really important for their mental and physical well-being, but equally important is allowing them to take some time to stop and sniff the world around them. The part of a dog's brain that processes smell is 40 times larger than ours, and they have over 250 million receptors compared to our 5 million. Sniffing provides them with a lot of information about their environment and can identify other animals, the presence of food, which Vindy always finds, or potential prey, and even the emotional state of other dogs or even humans. How cool is that? Allowing your dog to stop and sniff provides sensory enrichment as they experience a wide range of scents and odours. This also mentally stimulates them, helping to stop boredom while also keeping them mentally sharp and engaged, which is what we all want. It can also have a calming effect on dogs as it releases endorphins, the feel-good hormone, so it can help reduce stress and anxiety and helps them to feel more comfortable and confident in their surroundings. Even if you both enjoy keeping fit with a jog or a power walk, adding a scenting walk into your dog's daily routine really will have a number of additional positive effects on their mental, their physical, as well as their emotional well-being. And if you want to let your dog know before you step out the door whether it's going to be a fast-paced or a leisurely stroll kind of walk, you can use a different collar or lead. The flexi retractable leads are great for slow walks, and unlike some other brands that tend to jam or get knotted easily, these don't, because they're made with a German engineered system and have a real smooth split-second braking system too, should you need to stop your dog in its tracks for safety reasons. Accessories include an LED lighting system for nighttime walks and a multi-box for your poo bags or treats. The Flexi Classic and Comfort retractable leads are available in a tape or cord option with a range of sizes and lead lengths. Visit your local pet stock store or website to check out the range. Welcoming a new puppy or rescue dog into the family home can be exciting, but it needs to be handled really carefully so that it's a positive experience for everyone involved, particularly when it comes to other pets. Neutral territory is always best for first encounters between dogs, so have them meet outside and go for a walk together. If your pup isn't yet fully vaccinated, then you could meet at a friend or neighbour's place if they haven't got pets. When your puppy enters the home for the first time, make sure that they get a chance to go in on their own and sniff and smell around without any other dogs or children about. Then introduce other dogs in a controlled manner, allowing plenty of space between them. Never force interactions or allow the new puppy to jump all over your other dog. Use treats and praise to always reward calm behaviour and good interactions to help give them a positive association with that new family member. Children should be encouraged to sit down and just allow the puppy to come to them, greeting it with a gentle pat, treat and a calm voice. This is the same for any pets. Set up a safe and comfortable place for the new pup to retreat to if they're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and make sure no children or other pets go there. Dog crates are great for this and can help with toilet training too. Set it up with their blankets, toys, a long-lasting chew or treats to help create a positive association with being in there. Also give senior pets some time out and that they have somewhere to go as well when they want to rest. When playing, watch both dogs' body language for any signs of anxiety, and the more subtle ones like tongue flicking, maybe one dog yawning, that tail tucked under, or any overt submissive behaviour. Also watch out for any signs of aggression. Remember, this can be fear-based out of anxiety as well. So that's why we never want to punish a dog if they're reacting that way through fear, because we can make it worse. And make sure the play is not one-sided. Ideally, they will be mimicking each other's play style, and reward bigger dogs for playing gently with the younger or smaller pooch. Don't leave them alone unsupervised for the first few days, or leave a barrier between them if you do. Cats should be in another room, and ideally with the door closed for the first few days so they can sniff each other under the door. And then when they are in a room, make sure the cat always has somewhere high that they can retreat to. Remove all of your dog's toys or food or anything that might be highly valuable to them, and remember, you're a resource as well, so make sure that you give them equal love and attention. Always make sure you puppy-proof your home before they arrive. There's information about how to do this, as well as other advice on the Pooches at Play website, or visit Vita Pet Central for other puppy tips and tricks. Some dogs hate being brushed and may try to bite the brush or you, or even run off as soon as they see you going to get it. This may be due to a negative experience in the past when being groomed, anxiety in general like Vindy here, or a puppy or rescue dog that hasn't been brushed before.
Whatever the reason, we want to desensitise them to the brush using positive reinforcement, good boy, and counter-conditioning techniques to create change with their negative response. The first step is to pick one brush that will work through your dog's fur quickly and won't pull at it. Gather lots of treats and a toy maybe if you need that, and get prepared for brushing. Use their bed or a mat for comfort as well. Step 2 is to sit with your dog with the brush far away and that it doesn't cause a reaction or fear, but close enough that it is noticed. Begin by praising calm behaviour and give him a treat or two. Very slowly you'll bring the tool closer to the dog, always in small increments, and rewarding no reaction. This is part of a counter-conditioning and desensitisation process. Step 3 is to let your dog sniff the brush that you've chosen. Remember, only bring one brush to these first few sessions. Your goal will be to train your biting dog to tolerate a brushing without the biting. Avoid overwhelming him with too many brushes. The next step is to focus your brushing on just one small area, one at a time. Use a hand to brush and the other hand to treat your dog while brushing, like I'm doing. For instance, brush down your dog's neck with one hand while giving him a treat in the other. If your dog growls or snaps at you or goes for the brush, even in play, stop, pull both hands away and go back to rewarding calm behaviour, good boy. Redirect them by giving them a simple alternative cue that you can reward, such as touch, yes, good boy, or look at me, so you're not inadvertently rewarding them for snapping. Spend some time doing this if you need to, because you want them to associate the brush and the act of brushing with the value of treats and rewards. You may need to go back a step every now and then. Begin brushing with one hand and treating with the other. Keep doing this for each section that you are brushing, and use praise as well in between. You may need to give your dog a break from time to time, so don't worry about brushing your entire dog. Be patient and avoid getting angry with the dog. If he bites, correct him with a firm no, but otherwise keep your tone quiet and calm. You're doing well, Vindaloo. If you'd like more Dog on Gorgeous tips, visit the Pooches at Play website.
Would you like to win a Pawsome prize pack worth over $2,000? One lucky person will win a year's supply of VitaPet treats, Big Dog Pet Foods, NextGuard Spectrum monthly chews, a $250 Pet Stock gift voucher, $500 worth of DGG grooming and apparel, a year's subscription to Dog TV, and a signed copy of both my books. Plus, there's 3 consolation prizes up for grabs too. To enter, sign up to our e-news and name one of the charities featured this series. All entries will receive a free ebook too, so visit poochesatplay.com. That brings us to the end of this week's episode, but there's plenty more information and entertainment on the Pooches at Play website and social media platforms. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.